This is 3 weeks ago. Coldplay, All My Love. Now, this is the director's cut. All My Love. Whoa, what? Dick Van Dyke? Is that him?
I'll go up the octave. Ready? Here we go.
You got all my love.
No,
Wow.
Love. I can hear it. You got all my love. Is that it?
well, it's in the right city.
You got all my love.
I think I'm one of those lucky people who got to do for a living what I would have done anyway.
Wow.
When you think how lucky I am, I got to do what I do, play and act silly.
Whether it rains or pours, I'm all yours.
Before we go, will you close your eyes and think about all the people that have meant something to you in your life?
Okay. I'm too old for this. I'll pass out and go to sleep. I'll take a nap. Wouldn't that be funny if I didn't?
You've got all
Wow. Oh, that ruined me. That ruined me. Oh, wow. I thought it would be sweet. It's called All My Love. It's a director's cut. It's Coldplay. It's Chris. I didn't expect that. Ooh. Some of you might not know that this man has brought so much joy to so many people around the world over so many years. And, you know, they talk about it in the video, and he gets to say some of his piece, but he is a legend. He is an absolute legend. And paying homage to a guy like this is really, really special. Yeah, and some of you are saying, like, that face, this humor has been a part of your life. It's been a part of your childhood, your formative years, some of the joy that he brought you. So he used his gift to bring joy to the world. Chris, singing this song, uses his gift to bring joy to the world. He used his gift to bring joy to Dick Van Dyke. It's really magnificent. And, you know, the scale is obviously different between how much good Dick Van Dyke has put into the world in his career versus how much good any one of us can put out into the world. Our reach might be a bit more limited, but don't underestimate that even the most simple gesture can literally mean the world to somebody else. One thing I think is really notable here in this video is this one spot where Dick says, "I'm acutely aware that I could go any day now. And I don't know why it doesn't concern me, but I'm not afraid of it." And he goes on to say, you know, maybe it's because my whole life I got to have fun and be silly, and I got to do something for a living that I would have done anyway. And it really kind of hit me because one thing that the Furt and I tend to say to each other is You know, something goes on, like she went through surgery recently, or, you know, I went through some stuff, whatever else. We always say to each other, hey, just so you know, if something goes wrong and I don't make it through this, I want you to know I had a hell of a run. I had fun with you. We did good. And the other person generally goes, yeah, we did all right. I had fun with you too. And then we just kind of leave it at that. But it's become kind of a pattern. It's become kind of a habit. And the truth is, like, we both really mean that. And I think part of, even though death is something that most people fear, although more people fear public speaking, strangely, I think where some of this peace might come from is that you want to rest easy knowing that you did what you could. Now, I might only be speaking from my perspective, but maybe part of Dick's peace here is because he knew he did what he could. He worked hard. He brought some joy to the world using his gift. Someone like Chris, maybe he has peace because he used his gift to spread joy in the world. Now, don't get me wrong, Shiv. I also have a very significant fear of dying. I have shit to do, right? So dying would really put a wrench in that plan. But nevertheless, I thought this one scene was really powerful for that reason. I could go any day now. And some people have said, you know, as they've gone up in their years or something happens, and some people say they just find a peace with it because they realize, like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. The best I can do, the most I can do is literally just appreciate every moment that I do have. And what I think is sad sometimes, and I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else, but it's sad that it takes an event like that to put us in the mode of gratitude. I wish that weren't the case. I would like to say I wish it were easier for us to appreciate what we do have instead of what we don't have, and that includes time. But I think the reality is it is actually very simple. I think it's easy for us to make excuses for why we don't do that, but I think the concept itself is very simple. Appreciating the time that we do have, the friends that we do have, maybe even appreciating some of the respect or some of the mistakes that we have made because they have ultimately crafted us into the people that we have become. I love this video. Yeah, we never look up enough. That's such a good way to put it. Lately, I've been talking about my restructuring in the new year. Forget resolutions, but just kind of ground myself and, for lack of a better term, get my shit together. And part of that, in its own proverbial way, is looking up. I mean, how many of you will throw that hand up and say you're guilty of getting locked into these devices at an incredibly unhealthy amount? I have had to disable shorts on YouTube because somehow I sit here and I realize I just wasted 30 minutes watching shorts. How in the hell did I do that? 30 minutes. I didn't learn anything. I didn't pay attention. I didn't even know I was watching them. That's nuts. But those little increments just begin to suck our lives away. instead of being very deliberate about our decisions. And this is part of what I said. And it's like we get to a point where life just happens to us. It begins happening to us instead of us deliberately making decisions on, I'm going to do this. I want to do this. I'm going to do this. Yeah. Man. I don't know if there is a different version of this video, but the director's cut is notable because this is exactly how it was intended when it was put together. Or maybe it was different from the original intention and the director saw something different while filming and then wanted to release a different version. Regardless, what I love about this video is something that Dick Van Dyke is a master of, and the director really captured that, which is timing. The video will give us the ebbs and flows of emotion and sadness and pride and just that roller coaster that we experience. But then when you feel that, they kind of bring you down this mode of, and boom, and they hit you with a little joke or a little levity, a smile, and they pick you back up a little bit. Bring you back up, and then they might hit you with a little bit more emotion. You feel it again. And then a little bit of levity. It's a perfect balance. Oh, what a beautiful video. Loved this. If I showed this to the Furt, she would just fall apart. She is a huge Dick Van Dyke fan. She grew up with him. This face is a very prominent face of her childhood. Wow. Oh, that one brought out quite a bit. Oh.